Welcome into Sports Idiot Nation. Today is Friday. I'm all hopped up after this win, wearing my Sin City t-shirt. We have another t-shirt craze to tell you about. Also, we'll tell you what college football games we're excited about, if any, and why the Yankees made Major League Baseball history.
Sports, comedy, pop culture, and everything in between. By idiots, for idiots.
And this just in, the NFL is creating a professional flag football league right before the Olympics kick off in LA in 2028. Word is they're going to call the league the NFL.
This is Sports Idiot Nation.
Sports, comedy, pop culture, and everything in between. Welcome back, sinners. This is Season 2 of Sports Idiot Nation.
Welcome into Sports Idiot Nation. It is Friday. We are ready to go. New episodes come to you every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. Be sure to follow us on all social media. I am obviously super stoked. I just got, let me make some adjustments here. Sin City, follow the link in the description. Miles is wearing his as he has moved to Texas. So let's talk about this real quick before we get into T.I.'s just hilarious news about his t-shirts. So the idea is we're going to cover most cities and to have things about the city. So you can see Niners, we'll get into how they won a ridiculous game they had no business winning. So we got wine here, you can see just things that the Bay Area is known for.
All things homo.
Golden Gate Bridge, of course,
Trolley
like I said,
cars.
the Niners, trolley cars. So this is our Sin City. Super stoked about it. So because we're going to do Chicago, New York, Nashville. What's funny is T.I. doesn't have his Nashville one yet, I don't think. But Miles and I have ours.
I've been holding off a little bit on. I'm going to make a pretty hefty purchase. About 5 shirts time. I need to get a red Titans Idiot Nation shirt.
And
so
T.I.
I was like, I'm just going to get them at once.
T.I. is going to explain how he can afford to buy all these at once. Go ahead, the floor is yours, young man.
Pay himself.
Yeah. Well, the other day,
where do we start?
I mean, it's real simple. I just, I got a wild hair and I just put a mask on, went to a bank with a gun, and the next thing you know, I just came out rich. Crazy. And then I got home that day and I had another great idea. Now, actually, we have to full disclosure here. I got to give a shout out to our man, Mr. Joshua Toomey, because I was just, I had a pretty crazy week last week, just really wasn't even paying attention to that level. And I get this text from him. He's like, dude, you need to make you ass shirt. We ass shirts. And I'm like, oh, that's a genius idea. So naturally, as we've done before, we work up a little graphic, we throw it out there in Printful, we make it, and we hope that it sells. This one happened to catch on like wildfires. We are now pushing close to 400 t-shirts sold, which is not a typo. Not a typo, and that's like
you're saying it. Of course, it's not a typo.
Not
you're
even
talking.
It's not even 4 days, So yeah, and in that process, we have had it just gangbusters everywhere. We've had it mentioned on 3 different radio shows by prominent radio figures. We've had Buck Rising, however you pronounce his last name. I say Rising. A lot of people say Rising, so we're going to say Buck Rising. I think that's correct. But we've had Buck, we've had PK, we've had Robbie and Rex Road. On top of that, we've had the 3HL guys, Chad and Don Davenport Babs and old Ron Slay, UT alum. Shout out to all the Vols fans out there. But we're bringing up the Fan the Flames post about the raffle to be the next OC. So, yeah, it's been a wild week in the Titans Idiot Nation world. I mean, to be mentioned on the radio 4 separate times in the same week, to have the post going so viral, to have the producer of Buck Rising Show tweet out, y'all got my mom sending me this shit. Yeah, it's pretty crazy for me because this is my 9th year making content. I've had a lot of stuff go viral, but not to this level to where it's equating to the next level of recognition and acknowledgement. Before it's like, oh, posts go viral, people click on it, they laugh. But when I'm getting texts all the time, they're like, hey man, they were just gave you a shout out on the radio. Oh, hey, they're talking about your We Ask shirt. I mean, Paul Kaharsi, shout out to my man PK. Once again, I know a lot of people hate him. I love him, love his takes.
He keeps it a buck.
Brutally honest. Like I said, he was at the Titans camp, and I gave him the sunglasses. He was like, I ain't wearing no Titan shit. He was like, I'll give him to my kid though. That the photo that I share of that, he is in mid sentence saying that, so that's why we both are laughing in the photo. But he is like, well, do you think the We Ask shirts will really sell? You think people will wear them? And I'm just like, hey PK, I don't know if you know this or not, but we're at that point we're pushing 300 sales.
I'm rich, bitch.
A day later, now we're pushing 400 sales. I think last time I checked, we had 308 orders, and a lot of people are ordering like 2 and 3 at a time. Somebody ordered 4. So I just got to go through the actual orders and look at the amounts, and then I can tell how many were sold and count them up. But man, I'm thinking it's got to be 400. So
that's awesome.
Shout out to all of you of We Ask Nation. I mean, just this morning as a joke, I put on there, hey, good morning, We Ask Nation. And I think
and
at this
went
point,
viral. Like,
I mean,
went viral.
Just that post has like 1,300 likes. I mean, I'm just kind of like, all right, it's just too easy at this point,
Sunday morning.
So I don't
Sunday
know, man. I might just wake up every morning and for the next couple months, just put on there. Good morning, Sunday We Ask Nation, and just see if it keeps rolling. It might become a joke inside a joke,
For the next 14 weeks, just We Ask Sunday mornings.
I mean, the
After
project, my project jokes kind of took off a life on their own to where people got it. I would just have to throw it on there and people got it. So, I mean, the We Ask is a whole different level. So, I mean, now we've got people trying to, in the comment section, oh, I can make y'all a better shirt. I think I sent that screenshot to y'all. That chick was like, I'm going to make a mockery up. And I was like, oh, I'm for sure it'll be a mockery. And she's like, thank you with a smiley face. I'm like, girl,
you missed it.
I'm like,
Where's
girl,
the sports memery?
Girl, you're so stupid. You don't even realize you just got roasted. It's like Michael Scott. Boom, roasted.
Boom, roasted.
But man, I have been having a blast with it because I just keep getting these inboxes and things, and people are like, where can I find this link? I can't find this link. That's why I keep sending these posts out where it's like random stuff with the link on it because people keep looking for it, like the Big X plug, the Bill and Ted one. People are asking. Yeah, people are asking. So it's pretty crazy to me because I've never had anything kind of go like this. I mean, I've given away some shirts, but my Titans Idiot Nation shirts, I mean, I don't think I've probably sold 100 shirts. And to sell almost 400 of these in 4 days is just blowing my mind. So, and on top of that, the page has reached 6.4 million people this past month. And I have a feeling tomorrow morning when I look at it, it's probably going to be well over like 7. So, because I've had 3 or 4 posts just go viral today. Just the memes. I mean, I don't know, man. It's like, I hate to use an old country term here, but at this point, it's like shooting fish in a barrel. I mean, just throw it out there.
People or barrel.
Yeah, I mean, it's crazy. So
all this from Cam Ward, who said was just keeping it a buck. You forgot to mention that this whole time. You didn't say what this was actual from, in case people don't know. Well, he said in the press conference literally what he said after the game, and he said, "I'm just keeping it a buck."
I mean, there's one individual on the Tennessee Titans right now that tells it like it is when he has a mic in front of his face, and it happens to be the quote unquote current face of the team.
Yep, and so you're going to profit off it. Yeah,
and it's fantastic. So, he's just a rookie, so we got plenty of years of this ahead.
There you go.
Every one-liner Cam Ward spits out is going to be on a Titans Idiot Nation, Sports Idiot Nation T-shirt.
Yeah, hopefully it's 10 years of We Ask.
If you have not had a chance to grab the link yet, be sure to grab the description in our description in the show notes. All right, can we talk about me yet? Come on, guys. It's been 8 minutes. I mean, I've waited. I've waited.
Well, I guess if you
had to wait
want.
for overtime last night.
I know. I was like, oh gosh, I'm getting to be tired. But I will take it because we were supposed to lose by more than a touchdown. I was not assuming anything, and now even Al Michaels says, well, there's a quarterback controversy now. because look, this is not the only time where a backup has come in and the pulse, the heartbeat of the fan base is kind of like, well, why don't you take your time, maybe have the surgery, Brock, maybe take a Joe Burrow, just kind of hang out. And I mean, gosh, he's undefeated. He's 3-0.
Let's take the Titans' last example, Mr. Ryan Tannehill. I mean, you get the right guy as a backup in the right system, the right players, and they can do wonders. So, I mean, it's pretty amazing. I have to give a shout out to Mac Jones last night. He was tough as nails, dude. He got hurt like 4 times.
Yeah. He's like dry heaving. He's getting carted off.
He looks like a
banana.
middle school quarterback. His pants are coming off. He's like bent over. Like he just got rolled by a 300-pound 13-year-old.
Come on, Mac Jones. There's kids watching this game. Pull your pants up, bro. But Al Michaels was like, I think Mac Jones is eating like 12 bananas tonight. It's like, damn.
What was the over/under?
Al Michaels was enjoying watching that.
So here's what I'm excited going into the weekend, boys. Eddie Pinheiro, 17 points. Kyler Williams, 27 points. McCaffrey, 24 points. And Devontae Adams, 12 points. Cha-ching, I'm going up against the guy in first place, and I'm projected to score 140 points. Because I got still Herbert to go, and I mean, hey, I'm looking good for fantasy. I'm not mad.
Herbert better step it up. He's been slacking the past couple weeks. I just lost Lamar for about 5 weeks, so I need Herbert to step it up big time.
Right.
But I ironically have Quentin Johnson and Ladd McConkey. So at this point, I've got the whole damn Chargers offense. So, hey, it's not bad to have Justin Herbert there. I don't really believe in stacking players outside of 1 or 2, but at this point, man, when you lose Lamar, you just got to roll the dice.
Here's my one question for you guys before we talk more really about the game last night. A.J. Brown or Jordan Addison at the flex?
The flex? I mean, it's just Jordan Addison's first game back.
No.
It's not.
No, it's not.
He scored about 8 points last game.
Is it inevitable that A.J. Brown finally wakes up and plays NFL football? I mean, the word is that he wants to leave Philly.
It's against Denver.
He wants to leave Philly.
It's against Denver. They're playing Denver's defense.
Is it Carter Wentz or is it JJ?
Carson.
Well, it's not Carter.
No Carter.
Yeah,
there is no Carter.
No, that's what I always call him, Carter Wentz, Carson Wentz. Yeah. I call him Carter Wentz because when he played for the Colts,
he's always
every day. Millions of Americans forget the Minnesota Vikings exist. Let's not forget that. People forget.
Shout out to the sports memory.
Yeah, I've been calling him Carter Wentz ever since he went to Indy.
So he's against Cleveland, or Jordan Addison, or A.J. Brown is against Denver. So who do you guys got?
Where's that game at?
I gotta go A.J. because he has been in the media. Home. He's been in the media all week. Everybody's talking about him. Coach is coming out and saying, "Well, I really actually think that he does want to be here." So if he goes out there and lays an egg, people are going to dive into that story more. So I think he's going to be one to show him that, like, hey, man, I'm a baller. Whether I want to be here or not, I'm still going to put up some points. So I would go AJ just over Addison because I don't know, man. I don't really.
Cool.
I think
I'm benching him.
I don't trust Addison yet.
I think he wants to go back to Nashville.
Yeah.
He wants to return to the Titans.
For what he did to us.
He looked good in a wee-ass shirt.
Yeah. For what he did to us, he deserves to be back here, being put through hell for a few years.
All I know about fantasy right now is I was so stoked that I picked up the Rams defense yesterday right before the game, and how the hell did that turn out for me?
Yeah, I gave up 26 points.
I'm pretty stoked right now because I've got one team that has, let's see, Terry McLaurin, who's hurt, just lost Tyreek Hill. I've got Aaron Jones on IR. I've got Jawan Jennings not playing.
Yeah.
And I've got another guy not playing. So literally, like, I couldn't be creative with my lineup this week. I only had the exact amount of players available to play.
So I think, Adam, you'll get this reference. We need to do a reenactment of the SNL skit, The Many Deaths of Gerald Ford. We need to have the many deaths of our fantasy football team.
Yeah.
I think Nama's died today.
You see
His
that?
leg was snapped in
Lamar
half.
Jackson. Yeah.
You see that?
Dead today.
You see that?
At the tender
You see that
age
post?
of 67
Sorry,
yards gained on the ground.
It's a good accent. Did you guys see that post floating around where the guy's like, he's like, yeah, you can't trust these running backs in the first round these days. They always get hurt because that's why I went wide receiver the first 4 rounds. He's like, I got Tyreek Hill. Yeah, they're all out. You know,
Malik
whatever he said.
Neighbors.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Malik
AJ
Neighbors,
Brown, might as
Tyreek
well
Hill,
CeeDee Lamb. CeeDee Lamb.
Mike Evans. Yeah, that's what it was.
Mike Evans.
It was Mike Evans, CeeDee Lamb, Tyreek Hill, and Malik Neighbors. He's like, yeah, I'm set at wide receiver. Newsflash.
Forget fantasy football.
Yeah.
We're going to have a fantasy funeral.
Yeah. I hope you enjoy your 2 starting third string running backs you have. I hope you enjoy having whoever probably at this point you probably picked up Kenneth Gainwell on waivers because he got 2 touchdowns last week, you know.
Right.
I'm so desperate. After losing Malik Neighbors, I might try to pick up my dad off the waiver wire.
Yeah. That whole
or your sister.
He was still
well, my sister's alive at least. Yeah. These receivers are dead.
Yeah. Your dad would still breathe more life into the team than some of the players that are alive.
Oh God.
Well said.
All right, that's bad. That's bad.
But yeah, one thing I was going to say is that whole like 0 running back like strategy, you know, that people still try to do. I'm just like, why do you do that? You know, the Sports Memory shares the same meme every year. It's like it's from Moneyball. It's like, hey, it's the hot new strategy. It's a 0 running back. It's like where you don't take any running backs in the first rounds and you stack up with wide receivers and other positions. It's a fantastic idea, except it doesn't fucking work.
Yeah. Yeah.
In theory, like a college professor out there. In theory, nothing in practice.
So, all right, let's go over last night and just how crazy it was. When you talk about being even, first downs 27 apiece. Third down and fourth down efficiency pretty much right on the button. 74 rushing yards for the Niners, 78 for the Rams. Passing yards both were around 350, 330 for Niners and 370 for Matt Stafford. I mean, sheesh. And then time of possession, 40 minutes for the Niners. They had the ball like the entire first half. I mean, I was like, okay, I'm waiting for the ball to drop, or I'm waiting for, and then it almost was going to happen. The Rams score, make it 20-20. They're about to kick the PAT, and what happens to the Rams kicker again for like the 8th time this year? Like, what is happening? We blocked the kick. That's the play of the game.
Charlie Brown. Lisa did it. Well, I would argue that I don't know if it's that or
I think it's the fumble.
But
yeah,
but timeout.
But guys,
block that extra point. That probably never happens because they're setting up for a field goal. They're not rushing to score a touchdown.
Yes, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
That is so unreal. Like little things like that from a big fat lineman breaking his pinky from just blocking a kick, and that's the game. Like, yes, Collins, the big lineman who forced that fumble at the 1 yard line. But that is
in
epic.
the moment.
Like, yeah, in the moment, that is such an epic
but
thing.
Set
to
up
happen.
by the block. Is it Lucy from Peanuts with Charlie Brown who always pulls the ball out? Lucy with the pinky.
She ain't no Sally.
You know, Charlie must have really wanted to hit that because I mean, 1 or 2 times you're on to her scheme, you know, but he just kept falling for it, you know. So you know, we need
he ass.
Yeah,
80
we
years
need
of falling.
We need to know where they are at. Yeah, where are they now? We need to know how Lucy and Charlie are doing these days. Are they together, you know, or Charlie just got a bad back from all those falls, you know?
So before we get into more NFL and college for this weekend, it's been too long. It's been 20 minutes and we haven't talked about baseball. And there has been truly epic games. Some 1-run games, some bullpen disasters, just really exciting games. Well, they made the trip. They wore the uniforms. I was told they were there. Yeah.
There was some
we're like that
disasters.
16 seed from BFE that had never been to the NCAA tournament before. We were just excited to be there. That champagne party post game after losing to the Brewers, oh, that was badass. That'll tide us over for another decade.
After losing, you lose the game, but because the Mets lost,
because the Mets meted.
Yeah.
Thank you, Florida Marlins. I don't care that you're Miami. You're always the Florida Marlins to me. Forever
So-
in our
I
hearts.
was
Thank you, Miami.
I was watching one of the Seth Meyers closer looks the other night, and he made another Mets joke, and it was like he was like, and that concludes our last Mets joke of the season, and he goes, but don't worry, we just move on to the Jets. And he was talking about, he was like, can you imagine just being a New York sports fan? He was like, can you be a fan of the Mets and the Jets? Because he's a fan of the Mets and the Jets, and he's just like, oh. And it was just hilarious,
That poor bastard.
He would make like
you
a
make
Mets
him
joke all the
we
time.
shirts in every color scheme you can possibly imagine. The green and white, the blue and the orange. Make a lot of money up there in New York. They got 20 million people in that metro.
Yeah, I don't know though.
Yeah.
It's like we could, but it just takes away from the individuality of Cam's assessment, Cam's assessment
Of Nashville.
of our team.
Nashville.
His assessment of our current status of the team.
Us.
Yeah, But
someone
we
wanted
do
for
have
New
one,
Orleans Saints, but it's like it's us.
Yeah, we do have.
No, New Orleans, you're
one,
underwater. Your team sucks. You're underwater.
That's right.
Yeah.
You're drowning. We do have one professional football team in the city of Nashville that knows how to win games. So shout out to Nashville Soccer Club for bringing home the Lamar Hunt Trophy there. Big deal. A lot of people think it's like a play-in tournament of the NBA. It's clearly not.
Go
but
Chiefs, right? Lamar Hunt.
That's right.
Right.
Go Chiefs. And of
was
course,
like, Lamar Hunt.
the non-soccer fans in this city are like, well, what about the Predators? What about the Titans? I'm like, last time I checked,
They suck.
Those were
Yeah.
those are called participation trophies because they did not win the championship. They won their
Or
conference.
that many
know?
games.
Yeah, they won the mid-year. It's
Yeah.
like the NBA Cup. That's what the Nashville SC team just did.
Since 2021, no team has lost more games than Tennessee Titans. Fun fact.
Go us. Go us.
That is
Well,
just-
our record dating back to 2022 is 5. What is it? 5 and like 30.
I thought it was 9 and
37?
35. 9 and 35, I thought.
Yep.
Yeah,
Who would have thought it would be my Indiana Hoosiers get me through on football now? What a world.
Yeah. What a world we live in. Like, what were the betting odds? Like,
Yeah, good thing I have Auburn
Sports
to fall
Almanac.
back on. Yeah, good thing I have Auburn to
125
fall
to
back
1
on.
because that's how many years it took.
I just
yeah.
every Saturday and Sunday, it's just for me. It's like that Ben Affleck meme where he's just sitting out in front and he's smoking the cigarette. I just changed the hat. It's just Auburn on Saturday and Titans on Sunday. That's
As
pretty
is
much what it
tradition.
is.
L.
So, as we talk about these games, I want to start with the Padres and Cubs because this was you guys will like this. The Fort Wayne Tin Caps are the single A high affiliate to the San Diego Padres. Some of you may know, some of you may not know, but a lot of the big time players, I mean, 6 or 7 players for the Padres right now, I have seen play in person, from Tatis Jr., these guys, they all play in Fort Wayne. And the Fort Wayne Tin Cap social media page kind of put out a blunder in that they're in Fort Wayne, Indiana, which is close to Chicago, Illinois, and one of the most popular teams ever to put on a uniform is the Chicago Cubs. They put out a post earlier today that said, "Go Padres." And if you go to the Tin
They
Cap
got murdered.
page, yeah, they did. All these comments are like, "No, go Cubs, go!" Like, and then even some people were like, "Know your audience," or like all this stuff, and it's like, well, yeah, that's fair. It's just so funny. The single A team
had to try.
blasted. Yeah,
We had to try, like the Padres usually do in the playoffs every year, and get knocked out in the first round.
yeah.
Hey,
And I was very happy.
At least their algorithm's popping for today. So
Yeah, I
That's
hope,
true.
I
And-
hoped it.
And the Tin Caps know where they're bankrolled from. They had to put that up. I don't care where the fans. Hey, we'll see you next summer anyways, because you're coming out to a Tin Caps game anyway, wearing your
Hey.
Cubs gear.
Hey, at least the team has a manager. My team doesn't even have a manager, and to the chagrin of me, they're not even going to get. They're not. Yeah, they're not. Did you see that, Miles?
He's going
they're
to the front
not.
office. He's going to go. He's staying with the Rangers probably.
Well, they talked about a position with the Giants. It will absolutely not be in a managerial role. which
role.
we really thought that, like, hey, maybe Buster, because I mean, come on, even on pardon the interruption, like on all these shows, it just makes sense if a guy wins 3 World Series with one team, then wins a World Series with the other, but leaves that team, and his All-Star, MVP, Silver Slugger, Gold Glove, perfect game catcher is the guy calling the shots. Yeah, hi, you don't even have to interview, just come on board is what
With
we thought.
Buster Pussy. He wants to bust her pussy. Yeah. So
Buster Posey is
I
one of the
think
coolest names in
I
baseball,
think
but yeah.
so underrated.
I,
I
he's just a
think
poser.
it was time for the Rangers to move on from it. It's great he won the World Series 2 years ago, but it just was not working out anywhere. They caught lightning in a bottle that one season because their Rangers team 2 years ago was not that good. They barely
Right.
snuck in the postseason,
No,
and they
right.
got hot at the right time. That's
Just
how
like
it
the
works in
Giants.
baseball a lot of times, right? That happens, and that's the trend of what Bushi does. Hey, but you got to get there first. And the Rangers weren't getting over the hump. They had so much talent this year. Yes, injuries happened, but hell, they had like 9 players out of the starting lineup, and then went on a 9-game win streak to get them back in. Those guys got healthy, and then they collapsed. So it was not going to work going forward. Couldn't generate enough offense. They had to move forward with it, but I really did think he was going to leave Texas completely and go back to San Francisco, not in the managerial role, but at least go to the Giants front office. I mean, he's a god out there in San Francisco.
Yeah.
But now with that, I thought was going to be the biggest storyline between us because it's your team and my AL team, at least my adopted team behind Cincinnati. But now Albert Pujols, that Pujol is stealing the headlines now, possibly taking over the lead role for the Los Angeles Angels of Anaheim in Orange County.
Wow,
Right,
head
right.
Of
coaching.
California.
Albert Pujols head coaching or in the office?
Head coaching, they call that managing in baseball.
Yeah, it's
Yeah,
not a
The
head
more you
coach,
know.
but
Well,
the
I
guy's
mean,
an idiot.
no, I knew that. I'm just like flabbergasted that they would be willing to. I mean, I love that man, absolutely. I mean, I have a lot of
Cardinals.
absolutely.
Yeah, you have
I
to.
mean,
that's why I hate that man, and he
I
deserves
saw
it.
that man pitch. I saw the man pitch.
yeah, he doesn't need to be doing that. Doesn't need to be doing
That
that.
ball's still flying. That ball is still out there.
But yeah,
ball.
I just that's a big risk to me. I even though I love the guy, I'd be like, I don't think
Who
he's.
cares? It's the Angels. They haven't won anything in 23 years.
Yeah, it's not
You
going to
might
matter.
as well. You need to get asses in those seats. No one's coming to Angels games, dude. It's literally Angels in the outfield.
That's insane. They need Tony Danza.
Anaheim or LA,
They
whatever.
need
right
Tony
now.
Danza, not Albert Pujols.
They need a
Tony
miracle.
Danza. Yeah, they need Tony. Who's the boss?
No, they need Al. They just call me Al. They
Hold
need
me
the
close.
miracle worker.
Hold me close, Tony Danza.
Good song.
So,
One of Elton
let's
John's
see.
best songs, old Tony Danza.
Banger.
What about Detroit screws the pooch, lets Cleveland win, and then says, "Never mind, we're going to be good now." Like,
It's the best.
beats them 2 out of 3 games at their place. Like, let's talk about this real quick.
Titty is hard.
For these games, I actually was not paying attention. I will admit, I thought it was 1-1-1. It's 3-0. When you talk about these games, it's just a 3-game series hosted by the home team. That's it. You're not going back and forth. So Detroit won 2 games out of 3 in Cleveland. Like, how's that sit with you, Cleveland
14-game lead. Well, they should just be happy they were there because teams don't blow 14-game leads all the time. Cleveland, you had the opportunity. You had 3 games at home.
Yeah, you
just
blew
win
it.
2 out of 3. Just take the series.
Yeah.
I think Detroit overall is the better team. They just imploded, but now they're back. And my buddy, who's a
Detroit
big Tigers
Mariners.
fan from Novi, Michigan, Mariners are going to kick their ass. I hope at least, and
Yeah,
they
you would
should.
think.
But how they match up, that should go no more than 4 games.
But that's exciting. Game starts Saturday.
Yeah, one thing I will say, I've always thought Detroit has the best hat in baseball. So good thing they moved on. We get to see their hat a little more. I mean, there's a lot of good hats, but I don't know. I just every time I look at a Detroit hat, I'm like, man, that's a classic cap right there.
Yeah, old school looking. They don't change it.
Little dapper Dan of Detroit.
Little D.
Yeah.
Dropping
That's
the
actually
D.
He likes the little D.
Yeah, not to give you guys insight into how I fill out my brackets. But I usually just look at the logos, and I'm like, I like that logo better, and that's how I picked
Oh,
the next
yeah,
team.
we can tell.
That's how I nailed.
Every girlfriend ever
That's how I nailed
filling out the
all
March
4.
Madness bracket.
Yeah, that's how I nailed all 4 number 1 seeds. I was like, I just like their logos. You know?
You did.
Yeah.
You did do that.
He liked
That
Florida
happened.
Gator. He won't admit it.
Yeah,
Chomp, chomp,
Best team.
chomp, chomp.
but yeah,
Miles.
I was gonna say though, one thing before we get, I should have said it before we moved on. But do you guys agree with the fuss from the Padres about that last call on the Cubs? Because I watched the replay, I was like, that looked a little low. Looked a little low to
No,
me.
it absolutely was low. And what's
Yeah.
funny is next year that won't happen because
yeah.
the RoboCops,
Yeah.
That's right.
the RoboCops are taking care of that.
In memory of Angel Hernandez.
I said it years ago, and I think I even said it on our last season on one of our episodes. I said, I think baseball is going to have to be the first sport to go full robot, and here we are.
Go full auto.
It's just so
Fully
simple,
automatic.
Just like I think we went into depth. I was like, I'm going to go out on a limb here, and I mean, this is hard to grasp, but how about just a computer and a light that turns green or red? Was that a strike or a ball?
It's not that hard. Yeah.
It turned red. It was a strike. Okay, cool, got it. Problem
They
solved.
could do it like a squid game, red light, green light, and do it that way. And if you walk someone, then they just take out the pitcher.
I mean,
They just
I'm
right there.
chop your head off.
Yeah, I'm in for all professional sports adopting Squid Game rules and just take it to the next
Guillotine.
level. Yeah,
For the more boring sports, get a couple more eyeballs on the game.
Well,
we're a
then
very
Tennessee
morbid
might lose
society.
their football team. If we did that, I don't think you guys want to do that because I think they would just vote Tennessee Titans off the island. Like, sorry.
Adam, I think that might be for the best. It's
no,
inevitable.
no, they would not vote them off that. Come on, I mean, everybody loves the wee ass. They love the wee ass. They want to keep the wee ass around. It's comical.
They like that ass.
There's a lot of other teams.
You got to
that get
have
voted off
someone
first.
you can always beat.
Carolina Panthers, Miami Fish Team, the Cleveland Brownies, those guys, probably the Bungholes. Cincinnati Bungholes, they probably get voted off.
Because Joe Burrow ain't coming back. At least not
Arizona
himself.
Oh,
They
Frosty
exist?
Tips.
They have a team still?
Yeah, Arizona.
The Tempe Cardinals?
Yeah, their fans don't know they have a team, but they do have a team that plays in the stadium. And their quarterback
They do know how to
sometimes.
host one hell of a funeral, though. That's for sure. That's the only way they can pack a stadium out there in Arizona.
Their quarterback
Right.
sometimes knows
Charlie.
that they have a team too. Whenever he puts down his PlayStation controller, but
Right.
I mean, I
only way
don't
the
blame
Cowboys
him.
get to 4-0.
Yeah, I don't blame Kyler Murray, for really being into Call of Duty. I mean, I spent about 10 years of my life staying up about 3 or 4 in the morning, always playing it, before I had a kid. But I am not a professional
Look at you
quarterback in
now.
the NFL. If I was, I would probably have, my priorities in order. But hey, man,
You
if
play
you
more
stay up to
Madden,
4 or
of course.
yeah, stay to 4 or 5 in the morning, and then kind of play mediocre on the field. That's your prerogative, Kyler Murray.
I don't think Kyler Murray has sold 400 T-shirts of anything that he's tried to put out there, and
No.
already. Just saying, and he's a professional athlete, and Ti is not a professional anything.
I'm a professional.
idiot.
Idiot.
I'm a professional.
And there it is.
I'm good at watching streaming things on TV, getting caught
Words
up on
and
my
stuff.
Netflix queue.
I'm good at words.
I'm pretty good at taking my kids to school every morning and making sure I make it back home
I was going to
safe.
say pro dad.
Yeah, man. I mean, I can successfully stop by the gas station and fill my tank up with gas.
Yeah.
I mean, I remember to put my trash out every trash day, and I get my trash cans from the driveway the same day. I don't leave them for 2 weeks like some of my neighbors do. So, I mean, I'm look, you can laugh all you want, but I'm a professional.
No, keep going. This is
It's
great.
professional.
Okay. Well, I wake up every morning about 6:30. Start.
I piss
It's
excellence.
Yeah.
We both were on that. Yeah.
That was
So,
a
all right,
layup.
we do have to get to this, Miles. I want to ask you. Tell us about all the things. I will say, Boston, New York is exciting. I don't care in the slightest, as I'm from the West Coast and I've never lived anywhere close to the East Coast. But it's a big deal. The Yankees
He's
did
allergic.
win. And what did they do, which is crazy? For
So
first of all, the pitcher,
going-
the rookie pitcher, what he did was nutty. Seriously.
11 strikeouts?
12,
We're going
I think.
it's 12. Okay, I miscounted. Well, ESPN miscounted then. Going all the way back, as we know, baseball has a very long history. So dating ourselves a little bit back to 2022, when the current playoff format took effect, and now with the wild card rounds, you've got 4 series that take place, 2 in each league. So that means 22, 23, 24, 25. 4 times 4 is 16. I believe that is the math. So until pitch number 1 occurred of that Yankees-Red Sox game last night, the teams that won game 1 were 15-0.
Yeah,
The
every time they just
Yankees
won.
just made unbelievable history by coming back from an 0-1 deficit at home, mind you, because all 3 games were at home, much to the chagrin of Dave Portnoy, who just lost his mind because the team can't play 3 straight home games.
All right.
The Yankees found a way to muster up enough courage to win that series 2-1. Of course, this is much more impressive than 21 years ago, the Red Sox becoming the only team ever to come back from 0-3 down against the Yankees to win the pennant
Bigger
and then win their
stakes
first
and
World
bigger
Series like
stakes,
86.
obviously.
We care a hell of a lot more about a wild card round than a ALCS. Screw a pennant. They get to go play the BJs now in the
I love
ALDS.
BJs.
I've heard. Not that I
Miles, I just wanted to confirm with you 4 times 4. It is in fact 16. I took my shoes off to make sure I could count to 16, and you are correct. So
You still missed.
Don't you get to 16 by taking your shoes off?
How many pinkies do you have? He's got the guy with 6 toes.
Well, I only have 10 fingers, so I took both shoes off. I got an extra number. I didn't know what comes after.
Which
15.
pinkies
I
into
thought
the
you
market?
started. I thought you started with the feet. I thought you
No,
just
no,
started
no,
there.
I was-
I'm just going to take my shoes
Well,
off
when you
and do
go-
math.
Well, when you go back and watch the replay, you'll see me counting first, and then you'll see me look down, take my shoes off, count some more. So, it's all the theatrics, guys. It's all the theatrics.
Film
Little
don't
things in
lie.
life.
Film don't
Yeah.
lie.
Little things in life, you know.
All lie. His toes
I-
don't lie.
I've told you guys, I went
Golden
to high school in Cheatham County, so we had.
Oh,
we had
I know.
we had-
Adam don't know what that means. I do.
I had,
certainly
Do
do.
we cheat him and how?
I mean, I had tests my senior year. I had some questions on my biology test that were like, "Who do we play this Friday in football?" You know, I mean, I am not even kidding. And my teacher was like, "Hey, you're seniors. You should." She's like, "You shouldn't have to think." And I'm like, "Shouldn't you be preparing us for college?" And it's like, "Oh yeah, that's what I forgot. A lot of people are out here and going to college. What am I talking about?"
You're going to remember your days in school. You're going to remember scores, though, and that's going to be more impactful in your life. And this is how you got here, T.I., by being into sports thanks to that high school teacher. And now you can make hundreds of dollars selling T-shirts based off your
Right,
ass.
man. That's right, man. Now I can actually buy some more sunglasses.
We need it.
Yeah,
All right.
now that fall, you need to protect yourself from the sun.
Alabama, Vanderbilt, or UCLA versus Penn State? Which is a better game? Miles, your thoughts?
Ooh, I'm going with Maryland, Washington, because that is the
Oh, not
game
an
that
option.
will impact wrong-o. Well, technically, Penn State and UCLA IU plays both those teams. So Penn State, I'm taken by 642.
The spread's
and a
24 and a half. Yeah, the spread's
Oh,
24 and
wrong.
a half.
Yeah, I'm pretty
642 and a
sure.
half.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure UCLA is about to get Sandusky by Penn State. So, you know.
Hey, guys, they're at home.
Wash them down.
Can you imagine? Like, oh, well,
To the
they're at
Rose
home. Oh, well,
Yeah,
then
UC
they only lose by 10. Like,
UCLA
what?
is going to
200
be
students there to go out, run on the field and protest Israel again.
yeah, UCLA
Have
is going to
another
be
Bruins fans.
wrestling in the showers after that game.
Very bad.
I can't believe we have this week that it's so bad
It
as
is.
you
That's
say
the
we're
joke.
joking.
Like, it's just so
I'm
bad.
dead serious. The game I care most about is Washington at Maryland, because Maryland wins this game. IU's probably going to play at Maryland in a few weeks, with Maryland being 7-0, and then suddenly that accidentally becomes a decent win if IU can win that on the road at Maryland, and then maybe get in the playoff based off of wins over Illinois, at Iowa, and at Maryland. We did it again.
Which is like, yeah, that is wild.
Maryland, though, whew, powerhouse of the Terps, you know. Gotta watch
All
out
right.
for those guys.
Scott
Oh
Van
God,
Pelt.
dude! I did go back and watch their film against Wisconsin a couple weeks ago because I was honestly curious. I was like, Maryland's
Is
probably going to be
Tua's
undefeated
brother?
playing IU
Tua's
at
brother?
home. No, that's been a while. That's
Oh.
a couple quarterbacks ago. That he's
Yeah.
been gone a couple years now. So Edwards, what's the funny thing? Maryland's quarterback last year, Edwards, transferred and played for Wisconsin against Maryland, and then got hurt. And then his backup, Danny O'Neill, played at Cathedral in Indiana. And boy, he is bad. He is fucking terrible. I mean, it was some of the worst college football Big Ten film I've ever watched. I couldn't make it through 2.5 quarters. I was like, Maryland won that game by 17 on the road, and still I was saying, if IU loses to Maryland at Maryland, we deserve nothing close to the college football playoff because they're bad. We get Wisconsin at home. I don't know if we're going to beat UCLA or Wisconsin worse. Both those teams are grade A garbage. Oh, and then Miami plays Florida State, but who cares?
Yeah, I mean that matchup
that's a decent game, I guess.
game's kind of cool because when I was younger, back when dinosaurs still
That was a
roamed the
big
earth.
deal when those teams.
Major deal. And for the last
Really?
5, 6, 10, 15, 20 years, it's just been non-existent. So,
And it's the
but-
night game.
It could have been,
What
but
I
Florida
am-
State blew it last week at Virginia.
Yeah,
Yeah.
what the game that I'm most excited for obviously is Alabama Vandy because I'm an SEC homer. But what I'm more interested in is not necessarily the game. I'm interested to see how Vandy one plays and responds to adversity because they're going to face it. But then if you look at Vandy's schedule for the next 7 games, I mean it's against top 25 teams. It's just nonstop. It's a gauntlet. So this is a big test for them. If they beat Bama, and we've seen it, they can. We know they
On
can.
the road.
They've done it. If they
On the
beat
road,
Bama,
though, we gotta
they
see.
can. Oh yeah, they can take that and build on it. It'd just be interesting to see. I mean, I just at the end of the year would love to see Vanderbilt in the college football playoffs because I think it would just be hilarious.
I would
Tennessee
like to
fans,
see them play IU.
Tennessee fans would be mad. Tennessee fans would be mad.
Now,
but,
my biggest question pertaining to Vanderbilt is when is Theo finally going to take Diego's mom out on a date? That's what the people really want to know.
People are asking.
even Diego.
Including the mom. The mom got interviewed, and she said, "Theo, where you at? Hit me up." So it could be on.
Speaking
We'll
of
follow
Theo,
us.
we're not talking about Theo Huxtable because he's no longer with us. We're talking about a different Theo for those out there. So
Oh.
just want to
Yeah.
clear,
The
clear that
Vaughn.
for folks. I know we have a huge amount of followers that are big Cosby
Different
Show
skin
fans.
color.
So yes, just a little bit. But Diego, man,
he might give her a hot copy.
he's and we'll see how the next 4 or 5 games go. But I feel like he's playing himself into a pretty good draft spot, man. I feel like we actually might see him make it to the NFL.
He might be worthy of a 5th or 6th round draft pick.
I mean,
Give
something.
that guy
I
a
mean,
t-shirt.
I mean,
you know,
he's Timu Tim Tebow is really what
Yeah.
he is.
the Titans
But I
will
love
take
it.
him.
I'm here for it.
Titans will take him. They'll take
Shoot,
him.
he could
Try to
be
develop
second
him
or third
as
string quarterback.
Yeah, I mean, he's better than what we
Tight
have.
end.
Again, I
Fullback.
think, Will Levis is the smartest guy in the room. He was like, I'm going to have surgery, okay? Bye, you guys.
Yeah. Yeah. Guaranteed paycheck.
He saw 3 practices.
How those
and was
DBs
like,
Out of here.
How those
Yeah.
DBs do nowadays?
Yeah.
They go like that when they make a play.
All right,
Okay.
buckwheat. Buckwheat.
yeah, Will Levis saw 3
Little
practices
rascals.
and was like, I'm out.
I'm good on that. My ass
Yeah.
is getting surgery.
But yeah,
Had
we'll see,
penis
man.
extension.
I hope Alabama Vanderbilt's a good game though. I hope it's not like I hope Alabama doesn't just run them out of the water and then we're like, Vanderbilt's who we thought they were.
Right. They said it's either going to be Diego's magnum opus or it's going to be Bama 70-0, and there's going to be no in between. It's one or the other.
It's gonna be Vandy's either that or it's gonna be their one hit wonder like Baja Men or Life is a Highway.
Who let the dogs
know,
out?
Yeah. So Magnum
Yeah,
Opus,
who
let
Life is
this
a Highway.
SEC team out?
There's no in between. No in between. Chumbawamba. We got
And then they go
Chumbawamba.
6-6.
Yeah. We either get Beethoven or Chumbawamba.
I get
That's all
knocked
we
down.
get. Yeah. I get up again.
I'm here
You
for
ain't
it. I
ever
think that's a
gonna
good
let me
comparison.
down. I drink a whiskey drink.
I
drink a
get
lager
knocked
drink.
down,
I
but
drink
who
a
let
vodka
the dogs out?
I drink a cider
Yeah.
drink. I sing the songs that remind us about the good times. Sing the songs that remind us about the bad times. Oh,
Which is most years.
Danny boy.
It's
Danny
no. It's
boy.
Diego boy. It's Diego boy.
Yeah,
Do, do,
yeah.
All right,
Diego
1,
boy.
2, 3. I get knocked down.
Knocked
All right. It's gonna make a great reel. It's gonna get at least 30 hits.
Yeah. We have derailed. Yeah,
Well,
at least 30.
Both Vanderbilt fans will watch that.
Exactly.
Not at the same time though.
No, that would be a catastrophe. All right, let's shift to NFL because there's so many great NFL games too. What is this for football? It's like they knew they had baseball playoffs coming or that NBA preseason was to be had. I don't understand what's happening. Get a load of these
last
games.
week.
Yeah. Cowboys, Jets, stinker. Vikings, Browns, stinker. Texans, Ravens, stinker.
Banger.
Giants, Saints.
A 1-3 banger.
Giants, Saints, Raiders, Colts, Dolphins, Panthers, Titans, anybody. It doesn't matter who they're
Cardinals.
playing. Yeah, but it doesn't matter.
Little Giants, Titans versus
Commanders.
Little Giants. Little Giants are a 3-point favorite over the Titans right now.
3.5.
Bengals, Lions, Bills, Patriots.
Oh my God, that's going to be a massacre.
These are all just bad. The only game that I'm like, okay, I guess
Rams Niners last night.
As a fan of the NFL, I guess I will watch Seahawks Bucks in Seattle.
Yeah, right.
That's the only game.
You're gonna watch every one of them.
That's a playoff preview. That's a playoff preview, 4 versus 5 seed right there. Tampa.
Adam,
the game would be in Tampa in the playoffs, but that's Seattle, Tampa. That'll happen again as a 4 or 5 seed.
Adam, you're a liar. We know you're gonna have all your little Minority Report screens up. You're gonna have 12 games on, and you're just gonna one eye's gonna be over here, other eye's gonna be over here.
To his defense, he never said he wouldn't watch. He never said he wouldn't watch. He just said these games
there's stinkers.
Don't know where your hands are gonna be while you're watching all these games. Don't need to know, but you know.
Well, because the Niners won, so he gets the whole weekend to just enjoy himself.
To just enjoy special movies on the internet.
Yeah, but seriously, pick out a game that is.
What's a Sunday night? What's Sunday night?
Now, wait a minute.
Sunday night?
Go ahead with Sunday night because this goes to my point. And Monday night. Give us all that. Sunday night and Monday night.
Sunday night,
because I have a point here.
I already went over it. It's Bills Patriots. It's not. It's a stinker.
Gross. That's disgusting. Yeah. And then the Monday night
it'll still be better than all the other games.
I am interested because they are the only NFL team to beat the San Francisco 49ers, and they have a home game against the Chiefs. So Jaguars Chiefs is Monday Night Football. That's
Jaguars Chiefs. So here's the weirdest part of it all. We always rag on Thursday Night Football. This week, Thursday Night Football might be the best game of the week. It went to overtime, so of course. Not just that, but also the matchup itself.
Yeah, the matchup.
Being 49ers and Rams, 2 teams that should definitely be in the playoffs.
3-1. Yeah.
Yeah.
Actually, that's
division rivalry in LA.
Next week's good too.
Often.
We get Eagles Giants with Jackson Dart's first battle against the Eagles, so I think that'll be fun to watch.
That's Thursday Night Football.
That's next Thursday.
It's in New York. So. It's in New York.
Yeah, forget about it.
I thought they had the Saints. I thought the Giants have the Saints this week. Okay.
Yeah. Next Thursday night. So they got a short week.
Stinker.
Giants got a short week.
It's a stinker.
Yeah.
We have between college football and NFL, we have 38 stinkers. And we have 3 good games. Cool. That's a good ratio.
Bad going.
Gotta have it.
We ass. The NFL TV ratings are going to say we ass this week.
That sounds like the tagline for Deja Vu. You know, it's like I think it was like
all over again.
97, beautiful women and 3 ugly ones. Like that literally was their tagline for years. Like on the side of their building.
But it's the opposite.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. It's definitely the opposite. You know?
But the reality was probably the reality of that place too. I have no idea about it, but I'm just going to guess. If you have to say that on the sign, you're probably lying.
I was going to say, I'm sure there are strip clubs somewhere that actually houses some attractive females, but not the 3 I've been to in my entire life does not work that way.
Hey, the strip club in Bloomington, Indiana, the one and only, has the sign out Fernando Mendoza for Heisman right now. That's their current sign.
Okay.
News
real quick real quick before I derail us, this is a real quick funny story. I'll be short. But when we were in Panama City on not senior trip the year after, we went with a lot of our friends that were juniors. Their senior trip, we went again, and one of our friends turned 18 while he was down there. And so we're like, all right, let's go.
Illegals coming.
So we took him. And again, I know people are going to say like, oh yeah, right. But I'm personally not a fan of strip clubs. I think they're just stupid. I do. But we all went, and I'm sitting in the back, and I'm just like, all right, whatever. You know, this girl keeps coming over, and she's like, you want to dance? I'm like, nah, I'm good. You want to dance? No, I'm good. She finally gets tired of asking. She comes over with a CD book. And she's like, do you want to pick my music for my next dance? And I said, absolutely. We go through. I picked out Cypress Hill, How I Could Just
Now
Kill
you're
a
asking
Man.
real questions here.
So I was like, all right, Cypress Hill, How I Could Just Kill a Man. So she comes out on stage dancing to Cypress Hill, How I Could Just Kill a Man. People are looking around like, what the fuck is going on? You know, and I'm like, don't ask me to pick your music, okay? I mean, at the time, I'm 20 years old, I think. You know, I mean, come on, you know, it was hilarious. But yeah, that's a shout out to my boy Mash. They put him in the chair. They made him take his shirt off. They put him in the chair. They had all the girls on him and everything. You know, he was embarrassed, but man, he was loving it, dude. He just turned 18. You know.
Did you tell this story to your wife on your first date? Is that how she fell in love with you?
She's heard this story a million times. She's the one will second it too. She's like, yeah, it's just not his kind of place. You know, I got some buddies that are like, hell, they'll go in the middle of the day and have the damn buffet and everything. I'm like, get out of here, man. That shrimp is gonna make you sick. You know.
If the girl doesn't first. The shrimp or the crabs.
But yeah,
just take a few Tylenol. Take a few Tylenol. You'll be good.
I had to share that story. I just think it's so funny, man. I just like me being, you know, fucking 46 now. I look back at that and just laugh so hard. I'm like, why did I pick that song? You know,
it's a banger.
He's still reminisce on that.
Yeah,
it's more than half a life later. Yeah.
Should have went with Hits from the Bong, but I was like, let's kick it up a notch. You know, let's just make everybody really uncomfortable.
So speaking of stinkers, we've been talking about all these stinkers. Flag football. What is this going to look like? Like, do I really care? Like, I may care about who the best curler is. I may care. I may or may not. Who can
that's wrong Olympics.
Throw the longest javelin or who can swim the fastest? I may care about that. Who is the best at flag football? I don't know if I care. Like, I don't know if I
don't want to find out.
I said in the intro that they might just call it the NFL because I think this is the way they're trying to wean us off tackle football, and they're going to give us a little bait and switch saying, oh, we're just creating pro flag football. No, that's just going to be football. They've already done it to the Pro Bowl. They've already destroyed, they murdered the Pro Bowl, which used to be the balls. I remember growing up, it was the week after the Super Bowl, and players actually competed.
Everyone played, Sean Taylor.
Sean Taylor destroyed a human being.
Old footage. Yeah, and then he got just shot.
Destroyed, yeah.
My thing that I need to find online, and maybe you guys can help me with this, back in the 90s, during the Pro Bowl at halftime, they did the Hershey's $1 million kick from the 35 or 25-yard line. I think it was a 35-yard kick. That was my pride and joy as a child, seeing these dudes just totally biff it from like 35 yards out. No one could ever win the $1 million. But that was like always the build up, and they showed like throughout the first half these guys practicing behind the scenes, and that was almost as great as like the game itself. And the Pro Bowls were still fun. I hate that we are going this path that they're trying to make flag football this relevant. Now, I will say I'm a little excited to see it in the Olympics starting later that year in 2028 in LA. But now that they're allowing NFL players to play for Team USA, I mean, we're going to murder everyone by 60, which is fun to watch us beat the rest of the world, inferior countries in every way, shape, and form, both in football and in society. We're better than everyone else. So we might as well just take it out on them by pulling their tags off them. But I don't know. I really want to say this is going to be a joke, but at the same time, like, we'll watch these 14, 15-year-olds play at like the Walt Disney World complex in Orlando, and I really get into it. Like, I enjoy it. So why not see the best athletes in the world play some flag football too? I'm in for it for at least one Olympics, but how they're going to do it and who's going to be competing in the actual pro flag football league, just like the scrubs that go undrafted and get cut from the 53-man rosters. Maybe. Right. I mean, seeing them without pads. Yeah, like, I mean, his wife was
Okay.
hot for a little while until they got divorced.
Hank
That
Basket.
Playboy chick, Kendra, that was married to Hugh
forgot
Hefner,
about
dated
that
Hugh
guy.
Hefner, whatever.
What a poor guy.
You're welcome.
Misfortunate
Yeah,
name.
you're welcome.
Hank
saw
Basket.
wide receivers we've all forgotten about.
Well, he cost
Michael
his team a
Floyd,
Super Bowl.
Hank
He
Basket.
cost his
That's
team
true.
a Super Bowl.
In memoriam. Hank Basket.
He's not dead,
Miles,
TI.
Miles, just going back to, I'm just thinking this in my head. I'm picturing it. You're talking about the flag football in the Olympics. I'm just picturing this like guy walking up from like Slovenia or whatever, some country, and it's like he's staring up at Jamar Chase, Justin Jefferson, like Tyreek Hill, Puka. Yeah. He's like, yeah, I don't know. What do I do? What do I do?
It's Pros versus Joes. You remember that show on Spike TV, Pros versus Joes? That's basically what we're bringing back. By the way, football league, like at least put Jerry Rice out there. I mean, Jerry Rice is what? Is he pushing 60 quite yet? And put him out on the field. He's still got something left in him. He's going to be better than the dude from fucking Albania.
Yeah, make it fair for other teams. Put Jerry Rice out there. Yeah, I just and I know we're probably going to catch some hate in the comments about my Slovakian, whatever impersonation there. But I just assume that all foreign people sound like Italian plumbers, so just deal with it, okay?
Just pull up videos of Luca talking.
Yeah, it's me. How can I guard the football player? You know.
To be fair, Slovenia does border Italy, so the one non-idiotic comment I'll make all night.
See, I'm really good at geography. I knew that.
This is what happens when I just let these boys go, guys. Just so you know, this is what happens.
I should have took it a step further and said, see, I knew that because I'm really good at geology, and that would have been a much better joke. But hey,
Damn. Yeah, you missed it.
Adam,
Don't worry.
You edit that out. You edit that out. Rewind it.
Totally. Yeah, let's do a retake.
Billy does that shit for me all the time. So By the way, a lot of people have tried to tell me that. A lot of people try to tell me Billy doesn't exist on my shows, but I promise you, Billy does exist.
Seen him.
Just because he sounds like me doesn't mean that it's not a real person. So he's a great intern. He's been my intern for 9 years.
Yeah, and he's better at editing than you are.
Yeah, I haven't hired him. He's been my intern for 9 years. Just haven't hired him. His parents have season tickets.
Was it Josh or Billy that gave you the We Ass shirt idea?
It was Josh. Billy's not that intelligent. He's usually on his phone.
We'll have to get Josh on the show. We'll have to get Josh in the next few days. We have to get Josh back on the show for sure. We
do. He has a lot of crazy stuff going on. We got to get him on and talk about that for sure.
Yeah. So stay tuned. Remember, new episodes of Sports 8 Nation come to you every Monday, Wednesday, Friday. Miles, hold up your shirt. I will hold up mine. Again, get your... Oh, no. Show us your boobs.
So it would have been more impressive if I would have held up Adam's shirt and he held up mine.
Yeah, I would have probably come through.
I mean, I guess at this point, I guess I have to root for the Brewers, right, at this point in the World Series because the Sounds, they are the farm team, so I don't know, man.
They've never won. So
yeah, I got to go for the Brewers.
They will.
They will. They always will. They're good enough to get there. They will. You're right. They probably will. I'll never hear the end of it from my buddy Andy.
We'll find out.
It's the law.
I guess we'll have to wait and find out next episode. New episodes come to you every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, which means we will see you Monday.
And we ass.
Thank you for watching this episode of Sports Idiot Nation. Remember, we are on all social media and on YouTube, and the podcast can be found on Spotify and Apple Podcast. Remember, new episodes are every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. And remember, because you watch Sports Idiot Nation,
you would be the smartest idiot in the whole world.